girl with a little ginger, garlic, whatever it is you want. Damn, this girl hot. What's wrong? What did I hear? You called Bola my baby. Is he okay? Join the conversation, guys. Join it. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of Hot Stuff on TSL Nigeria TV. It's your girl, Stephanie. Hello, Anire. How you doing?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. Thank you very much.
Good. I love your smile.
Thank you.
Matilda, what's going on?
I'm fine,
You look
thank
good.
you.
What's up with the mood?
The country is the mood.
Everything.
How are you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Fine.
I'm doing great. I'm doing okay.
So why are you hype? Like, what's all the hype for?
Can't I be?
I'm definitely sure it's man.
It's not man,
It's
Matilda.
always man.
It doesn't have to always be a man.
I'm sorry, but it's always man.
No, it isn't.
As a business. Well, there's this question that has been going around, like, on social media. Okay. This whole manipulative stuff. Like, I just feel, have you guys ever been emotionally manipulated before?
Yes, I have a lot of times.
Yeah?
Yes, I have.
Why you follow man so much? Why not?
Matilda, please.
I'm sorry.
Okay, yes, I used to follow men,
You
but not
used to
anymore.
do.
Yes, not.
You
No,
still do, girl.
Alright, yes, I've been manipulated a lot of times.
Yeah.
In relationships. Okay, yeah, let's talk about the man.
Please
stop.
Feel free.
Okay, yes, I've manipulated a lot of times in relationships, you know, a situation where your man does something wrong, and instead of apologizing for doing something wrong, he blames you and puts it on you for, like, you're the reason he does something like that. So a lot of times I've actually been manipulated. I'll give you guys an instance where
I like stories.
yes, my ex cheated on me with his ex.
Nasty.
Yes, and you know when I found out, I asked, and he was like, she's just a friend.
They're always just friends.
Yes, they're always just friends. So when I found out when our relationship was a year old.
Oh.
The exact date was a year old. I found out, and he started apologizing. And I was like, really? Why? You should have told me she was your ex and all that.
Yeah.
And he was like, what's your own self? What's I was like, hey. So he was like, the relationship was a long distance relationship actually.
Okay.
So we're not seen often as couples are supposed to.
Okay.
So he was like, because we're distant from each other and I don't come to see him often. I was like, I told you about all of this before we started dating. We cannot see as often as couples are supposed to because we are distant from each other.
Yeah.
So what's going on? He was like, hey, I don't make out time for him. I don't do this. And I'm like, man, you cheated.
Okay, wait, sorry to cut you, but have you guys noticed that men do this manipulative thing a lot?
Yeah.
A lot. Like they I think it has to do with their ego. That they do not just want their ego to come down with the fact that they are being wrong.
Men are proud.
So instead, they just twist it around, and I feel it's disgusting. Like it's very disgusting. If you're listening to me out there and you do this, you are disgusting. Because I just feel like, why shouldn't you take responsibility for what you did?
Your actions, yeah.
Like, why shouldn't you take responsibility? You cheated. You called the girl. You probably paid for an Uber or something. So why can't you, like,
you know the sad
own
thing?
it?
You know the sad thing? He was traveling to go and see her.
Oh,
so you can travel to go and see her. You cannot travel to come and see me and you see when he loves. Do you get it?
How do you guys end up with such men? I'm so sorry, but I can't relate. I have so much pride in myself, so
but this whole emotional abuse thing, I don't think it comes from only relationship. Like
it doesn't.
It happens in different scenarios. You can have both your families, friends, at your workspace, your boss, and like relationship. Yeah, it's not only.
Do you have an experience? Have you experienced emotional abuse from your boss or something for your man?
Yeah, if you talk about workspace, yes, I have a lot of times actually.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah, because sometimes it could be like your mood making you like do stuff like that. But some people have that inbuilt. They have that inbuilt gaslighting spirit that used to make them do things. They can manipulate human beings. Like when you're in the office and then today they'll tell you something. Then tomorrow when you come and they're like, this is what boss told me to do. They'll be like, me, when me and you have this discussion and stuff like that. Then when you now say, the bodies know what you say, they say, are you trying to call me a liar?
But speaking of that, bosses, they are never wrong.
No, they cannot be wrong.
Never wrong.
But we do have some cool bosses that would definitely take responsibility. But most of them, they do not admit. They do not admit because I don't blame them. Do you know why? Because they also have to lead that exemplary life.
Yeah.
And by the time they start breaching it and saying, okay, sorry, discord starts setting. Human beings are naturally known for discord. Yeah. Like the proverb says, too much familiarity brings discord. Yeah. So by the time they start apologizing too much and saying, okay, sorry, staff will definitely start losing respect. I guess that is why most of the time they just go with the fact that, okay, oh yeah, I'm not wrong, but the sensible ones go underground and fix it up and probably even just call the person and just be like, okay, what you said. But most times it's very rare. We don't see that often.
Someone has to actually take the blame.
Yeah, someone. I feel you. Speaking of all this emotional blackmail, which on social media is called gaslighting. Like we use the term gaslighting a lot. Family members gaslight.
They do it the most.
They do it with so much. You know when somebody does something, you are wrong, but you're carrying shoulder pads because you know they feel like they have so much. What's the word now? They have so much I need a word. So much power over you, or so much you don't have a choice because they are family and because they are blood.
Parents emotionally abuse their children.
They do,
especially African parents.
Yeah,
African mothers.
They do.
You both should calm down. If there's any African mother out there listening to me, calm down, please.
They literally do. They do it with pride.
Yeah.
Like your mother would do you shege bata and will still come and tell you, do you know that I'm going to give birth?
Do you know there's nothing you can do. My mom does it in presence of neighbors.
Are you serious?
Oh God. She doesn't want to get you in a good mood and a bad mood. That's one thing about African parents. They don't care about your mood. Just do what you have to do. Go and do it. And if you don't do it, you're a bad child. You're a witch. You'll cover everything.
Let me tell you guys this story briefly. Okay, so this was a long time ago. We were in this church gathering. Yeah, it was like a church program. It was a women's program, but the kids were around. So I went to the teenage church upstairs to go and be with my friends. And I was occasionally coming down to check my mom in the adult church because it's only women that day. Not am I looking for them, so we're having a good time. So I didn't know that they had already finished the program. Yeah, and my mom was looking for me. So I was upstairs and I was playing. So something else told me, okay, they must have finished the program. I should now go downstairs and check her. This woman greeted, like, you know when your friends are behind you and in your friends clique, you're like the boss lady. And that's why this woman greeted me with slap. Like, serious, I can never forget that day. The most embarrassing day of my life. She slapped me, she beat me. She was like, I've been looking for you everywhere. I'm like, I've been coming down to check you. The program was not done. It was not later we now got home that one of our other friends was not like, but I did see Matilda come and check you. It was, she actually even told me that, please, ma, I'm looking for my mommy. Then instead of us to say sorry, she not say, but exactly, your friends understand that I'm your mother.
If my mom does something like that, when you get home, she will not call you and say, but you safe. What would you be doing there?
Why?
And I'm like, mommy, but you already slapped me in the presence of people. I apologize.
My own will not call you. She will not call you.
But shout out to my mom though. I love her so much.
Yeah, I do. But let's call it spade. Gaslighting is not good.
Yeah,
and I really want to hit the nail on the head here because a lot of people do not know that they do gaslight themselves.
Yeah.
They manipulate themselves to think that they are not worthy. They manipulate themselves to think that they are not up to standard. People overthink. Shout out to me, I overthink a lot. But gaslighting yourself is not good. And people do it without them knowing. You're meant to work on this particular top task, and then probably you didn't get it properly. You start manipulating yourself to think that you're a failure, that you can never make it, you know, stuff like that. And I just feel it is wrong. People should stop doing that. You should cut yourself some slack and understand that, okay, you're working towards greatness. You can't do it all.
It's a process.
It's a process. Yeah. And, you know, I just want people to understand that they should stop gaslighting themselves. It's not good. People do it a lot. And they do not know that they do.
And stop gaslighting people to parents. Yeah. If you're in a relationship, please try to communicate with your partner and understand red flags. I think coming from that and go back to the whole relationship thing, I think gaslighting thing, I think communication is a tool that can be used to resolve this emotional abuse.
Yes, it can.
I can be emotionally abusing my partner and I'm not aware of it.
You're not aware of it.
probably because of experiences I've had in the past, and I feel like, oh, what I'm doing is right, or to my partner, it is wrong, and because he cannot communicate to me, or we're not in a position where we talk about certain things, you cannot tell me that I don't like what you're doing, or what you're doing is wrong, it's hurting me. So I feel like we should communicate more, we should talk more.
But since they already have that, like some of them already have that inbuilt manipulation in them, when you try to communicate to them, they will not
become aggressive.
Yes, they'll become aggressive, they'll twist the whole story and make it be like you don't know what you're saying, or you don't know what you're talking about and stuff like that.
What do you guys think you should do in that kind of situation?
Break up.
You think you should break up? Do you think breaking up is the way forward?
Well, if the person is doing it constantly, you already know that this is the person's character.
You know, one thing I feel is a person you cannot communicate to, or a person you cannot communicate with.
Yeah,
you guys
can't be together. Yeah,
you can never. A person who doesn't listen to you, or a person you cannot listen to, you guys cannot work out. Because how do you want to work out when you cannot talk? You don't know what I have in mind. I don't know what you have in mind. So we can't work out.
But I would also say, before you do break out of the relationship, if it's not a toxic one where physical abuse is in, I think you should tell the person that, okay, you're manipulative, work on it and just work out. Because some people do not also know. Some people do these things unknowingly, and they do not know that they do manipulate people, and they try to be they are always right kind of person. So just tell them, guy, no be every time you do right, I beg, and you can walk out of it then.
Some of them have pride though, even after telling them.
Just do your own part. Exactly. Just do your own part. Even if they have pride, like do your own part, because I've been in situations where the person did not know that he was manipulative. Yeah. And I had to break it down, and I'm like, okay, this is what you're doing, and don't try to manipulate me. You do that a lot. And the person is like, oh really? I don't even know I do that.
Exactly.
And from there, the person started working on themselves. This is a friend of mine I'm talking about. No any sexual relationship or anything, just basic friendship. And I'm like, okay, you can't keep on doing this. And the person started working on themselves, and it's a better person to do.
I think I've done that too. I've been in a relationship where I kind of like manipulate.
This is a relationship, there are plenty.
Yeah. And what
is the one that I talk about
I'm not sure. It's another one.
Please, if you are ex,
what is a relationship?
Comment down below.
If
it's with your friend, and that's what you'd have said, your female friend.
You would have specified. I was going to say it. Jennifer was going to say it. Anyway, back to what I was saying, my dear beautiful viewers out there. So where I was kind of like emotionally abusing my partner, and I didn't know because of the way I was brought up.
Okay, yeah.
Because of the way I was brought up, so I didn't know I was doing it.
I think I've been manipulated before.
Yeah, I used to.
Like, I think I have. There's this guy that told me you are very, very manipulative. And I said, how? And then he said,
I never admit that I'm wrong. I don't.
Why?
Yeah, because of the way I was brought up. Nobody actually, I didn't have anybody to tell me this is what you're doing wrong and this is what you're doing right.
So you everything grew up with what you knew. Yes. I feel you. I feel you.
So,
but I hope you're working on it now. If not, I go slap you. No, go try. All up and back for everybody. Well, to our viewers out there, do not gaslight people. People's emotions matter. They are very, very important. And do not gaslight yourself. The moment you think you're manipulating this person, stop it. It's not right. Why should you be manipulating people? People are humans, and if you want to make a point, or if you feel like, okay, you were right in this particular situation, say it to the person. There's no issues. Not that you're not trying to make the person feel like the person is the worst in the whole world. It doesn't work that way.
And learn to say sorry when you're wrong.
Learn to say sorry when you're wrong.
Please.
Like, learn to
stop having pride.
It's not so hard. Sorry can literally stop a war.
Yeah.
Between thousands of countries. Just I'm sorry. It's literally the simplest. That's why they call it 5 magic words. They are magic words. So just say I'm sorry. It's not that hard. It's not going to take any flesh from you. It's not going to make your BBL stop working. It's not going to add some extra inches to that stuff. So say sorry.
What are we talking about?
I'm literally talking about what we're talking about. So just say sorry, you guys, and love everybody. That's the only advice I can give.
Love your neighbor as yourself.
Yes,
spread love.
And love yourself too, because you can't give what you don't have.
You can't give what you do not have. It's very, very important. Self-love is the first type of love. Love yourself. Like I love myself.
Like I love myself.
that. Oh, thank you.
Don't be wicked like me. Try and love.
I just said I love you. Can you say I love you too?
I'm wicked now. I'm showing my wickedness. I love you too, though.
I can't relate. They are doing LGBTQ.
I beg you.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for staying with us. Please do not forget to subscribe. Turn your post notifications on. Drop in the comment sections if you are being gaslighted or you are the one doing the gaslighting. And if you do not know, still drop in the comment sections that I don't know what gaslighting is, or you guys should enlighten me. And somebody in the comments might just enlighten you. So follow us on all our social media at TSLNIGERIA TV. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys. Bye.